Look, Chris, pigs fly. 454 is up and running. The Patina 454. In this video, we're going to be showing you breaking it in and everything else. Sorry, it might be kind of a helter-skelter video, just of because it's been months and weeks since I've been working on this, because just busy with work and working on Kevin's 52 Ford. But just basically just a junkyard rad and whatnot, and there's a little dinky little fan that hopefully should work. We've already got a timing gun on it and everything else. Like I said, this is the 454 for that 73 Chevelle there, matching numbers. We went through the block and rebuilt most of it and whatnot, and replaced what needed replacing. It was a pretty low mileage 454, so, but it should be good. And then yeah, hope you guys like this little video. And at the end of this video, we'll show you just footage of just when I was making this this engine break-in stand and our dinky little girly tachometer. I don't know, it's just me, guys. This motor's way cooler than that motor. Although this one has racing AFR heads. That's custom.
Yeah, it's probably got the same amount of horsepower.
Probably.
Or less.
Yeah, probably. LS's. No, actually, they're good engines when they're in half tons. No, they're alright. For trucks. Or 55 Chevys. So yeah, I guess back in a minute. Really nothing much to talk about it, but I hope you like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully it fires up. Hopefully. We'll see you soon. I need a Coke. Okay guys, today's the day. I think we're going to try to fire up this engine. The other night I made a little nifty out of an old distributor just to pump it so we can get some oil pressure going through it. Could have had these guys here because I needed somebody with lathe experience. I'm not that good, if that any. So yeah, I just wanted to see if we can get some oil pressure. Going up or? Yeah.
I don't know how good it works. It's not coming out the back, that's good.
That's good. Means the rear main seal's holding.
I guess enough.
Alrighty.
I need a rag.
Yeah.
Oil. Okay, to break in the motor here today, this old 454, we're using royal purple. It's almost like a commercial or infomercial. Engine break-in oil. High in zinc. Zinc is good. Well, depends your point of view, I guess, but zinc is good for engines. Maybe not so much in other stuff. But yeah, so it is actually purple. If you actually look inside the engine, it does kind of stain it purple a bit. But it's very good for breaking in, especially the old flat tappet engines like this one. This is hydraulic lifter, of course, not mechanical. But so yeah, it's you can see it on the floor there. He spilled a little bit. It is purple.
Are you even dumping it?
Oh, even in the oil pressure line, you can see it's purple. It's got
cheap
a purple
oil pressure
tint.
line? You can just dump it down the distributor hole.
Can you go to the distributor hole and see it?
Oh no, I'm just dumped it right the remainder of that in.
Oh yeah, good idea here. Don't spill. Oops.
Yeah, there should be 5 liters in there, including the filter. Good job. Alright, try to clock the distributor back in. Or did you turn the...
Yeah, it's sitting this way right now.
Of course, 1 2 out.
I was going to say here.
I have no luck.
And since this engine has an electronic temperature sensor, and it didn't have a port for a regular, Ryan made up this little doohickey to
the wrong way.
go in between the 2 rad hoses. Just for...
Nice to have a brother who works in a machine shop.
Terrible life decision.
Could be a meth dealer.
Better life decision. There you go.
3 to 9. Yeah. I don't know about that.
I used to work at a cocaine dealer. He seemed to be doing all right.
Donnie was nice enough to lend us headers, Sorry, very good cantaloupe. But I noticed it's got a pinhole in it. There's a kid. So that's no good. So we're gonna fix it. There we go. Done. Approved.
All right. So we're just ready to fire this thing up. Have you tightened all the bolts, and we'll check all the hoses and
I think
make sure
so.
everything's tight?
I hope so. I hope so. Nothing really should. Oh shit. These weren't supposed to fall out.
We
Fuck.
missed something.
Uh-oh. Back to the drawing board. That was a new piston. Hopefully it's not out of this one.
Hopefully it's not out.
Does it matter if the spark plug wires are on? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those were new pistons. Guess
Oh, good. Just give it a little file job.
Yeah. Yeah, alrighty. We'll be back in a minute. Hopefully I got all the pistons in it. Kevin will be shaking his head. Guys, the motor's broke in. There's still some fine tuning to do, but all in all, it's a pretty good start. A lot of it probably won't film or whatever, but the next week or so, I'll get a clutch and pressure plate and all that, and the transmission's all good to go and put in, and hopefully not much longer, and then maybe go for a ride in the car, but that'll be in a few weeks or whatnot. We got a few other things to do, but I hope you like this little video. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Woo! Bud Light, it's almost a beer. Don't drink and drive. Remember, like, share, subscribe. That was worth like $3 right there. All right, see you on the next one. Okay, guys, I kind of shit the bed and I didn't bring the camera, but Derek's here at Boog's work now. So all I did was I'm sacrificing an old engine stand. I came up with this idea. It's an old engine stand I had dug out I had to dig out in the snow in the back lane, but all I did was take it apart. I just cut some 2x2 steel with the saw, which you'll see in a couple minutes in this video. But yeah, I was just able to use the front casters there and this and that, and it's not really rocket science. It's just kind of flying it through the seat of my pants and whatnot, but I think it'll work fine. And I'm just going to, I'll probably just end up finish welding this today here, and then I'm going to take it home and put the motor on the stand and then figure out my heights and everything like that, because these are on a slight kickback a little bit, so I'm going to figure that out when I get home. But pretty much just the way it's going to sit today. I'll grab some steel to cut up for my radiator and all that stuff, and I'm going to make a little box to run all my gauges and a little pan to run the battery and a little fuel cell and all that, but I'll figure that out and I'll do it at home. But I just got everything just kind of tack welded and squared up and everything, so They basically building it out of just regular, just scrap steel, nothing fancy. Like I said, there's just an old engine stand. Funny thing is, when I was digging it out in the back lane, I guess last year or the year before, I guess snow got in there and actually froze and cracked and expanded the metal. Kind of neat. But yeah, I'll just kind of just give it a few more tacks here, and then I think I'll call it a day here, and then bring it back to Stoney and finish it off in my garage. I might even end up coming back here again with it, but we'll see. But forgot to bring my my welding helmet, so I'll just use what they got here. I'd like to have a welder like this at home, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I hate this helmet. Like I said, I should have brought mine, but kind of shit the bed on it. But I'll just put a few more tacks in it, and like I said, I think it's be good enough to go home. Okay guys, I don't know how long it's been. I know it's been a long time since I've actually worked on this, but I finished it off today. It's my break-in engine stand for the 454 for that car. So all I did was just used just an engine stand, and I just kind of hacked it off and just got some tubing and everything else, and I extended these guys from 2.5 to 4 inch, just so they'll clear the flywheel, and that way it can be made universal for you know, any kind of engine. But I've just drilled these just a couple holes right now for just to run for a big block Chevy for the engine mount. I'm sure it'll work for a small block Chevy. Like I said, it's just basically I've just welded up steel just out of scraps that we had and what Ryan had at work and whatnot. And the radiator will sit in here, and then just obviously what's going to hold it is the just the rad hoses to the engine. It's not going to go anywhere. I got actually right here. Got a new fan for the rad, so that'll be fine for that. And then just your typical gauges and a little tachometer. So, and Chris gave me today a little push button, so well, I'm gonna get him to wire it up, or maybe one night this week, and then just a push button start for everything. So wire it all up. So yeah, like I said, just basically made out of scraps. And like I said, I didn't really film much of it because it's, you know, I've been doing it in the evenings here and there and whenever I got time, and honestly it's kind of boring probably. So like I said, it's just made and done, and I'm gonna go put it on the stand, or the engine on it, in a few minutes. Kevin's working on cleaning up the LS motor for Ryan's 55, so hopefully that will be coming up soon. So yeah, see you in a few minutes and we'll put the engines on this thing. Okay, so we got the engine on the stand, everything worked good. I gotta get little shorter bolts, or I'll cut them down, but you kind of get the gist, and I'll put some spacers in here. But yeah, other than that, like I said, the rad will sit in here, and then just the hoses are gonna hold, and I've got rubber cushion for all that stuff, so pretty self-explanatory. And when I made the stand, I just bolted it together here, so that way this stuff can be taken off and not gonna sit outside, because honestly, how often are you gonna ever use one of these? So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So hopefully later in this week, we'll get this thing running, hopefully. Or I might even be on this video later on. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but yeah. And Kevin's been busy cleaning up and detailing Ryan's LS. So, yeah, it's getting a lot of stuff to take off and all that. We'll find out more when we pull the motor out and whatnot and switch everything over. I know we got to change the pan out, and we'll change the rear main seal, buy plugs and wires because everything's apart, and see what we need. Might even change out the water pump just because for the sake of it's already out of the engine or out of the car and everything like that. And you never know. So yeah, have a good one. We'll see you soon. Okay, guys. Tonight, what I'm going to be doing is hopefully butting this everything up here tonight. I know it's been long going, and this video is getting old. I'm not even sure where we left off and whatnot. Chris is going to have some splicing to do. So I've got my fan. I'm going to hook that up tonight. Put the carburetor on. Made this little guy here for the so I can have some sort of temperature. So I'll hook that up tonight. I've got a 45-degree elbow I'll use instead of that. Yeah, came in the garage. I haven't been here in about a week or so, but man, freaking dirty. Shit everywhere. Ryan's working on his LS for his 55. Man, that almost looks like brand new in there. Small little rockers. Anyway, but yeah. New slicks for the Henry J. Woo. But anyway, kind of hard to get motivated after today. Today's April the 12th. Oh yeah, by the way, it's Kevin's birthday, so happy birthday. But we got dumped on by a bunch of snow. Mother Nature just dropped a big shitload of snow on us today. Poor Pontiac. Just sitting out there, freezing. Hopefully it won't last long. Ugh. I ain't gonna bother shoveling. Poor chair. Nice and warm in here though. So yeah, I think my goal today is get this all buttoned up, and hopefully in the next couple days make some noise. So be back in a minute. Hopefully, but I won't promise anything.